The following episode is explicit and is intended for mature audiences. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel Avila reporting from Dallas County, and I'm here with Clara from also Dallas County.
Wow, geez. Okay, I guess I can't even introduce myself.
You cannot. Alright, so what's your name?
You said it already.
Okay.
It's Clara.
Say it again for the girlies in the back.
The girlies in the back, it's Clara Avila, also from Dallas County. And welcome to another episode of our podcast, The Devil in the Details, where we talk about everything Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss.
Helluva Boss. So first things first, we gotta give a massive shout out to Lee, who is our number one fan.
Our number one fan. Shout out to you, Lee.
You are the best. We love you. You're the awesome sauce.
Hashtag real one.
So yeah, they've been following us, and they actually have some information of us for us.
Oh boy, some
in terms
information.
of our favorite character, Fergus.
Oh boy.
So apparently they said that Fergus can't actually be in the show because someone who was working on the non-canon development of Hazbin Hotel created Fergus, and it was not a Vivzy Pop original.
I had a feeling that might have been one of the reasons as to why we weren't going to be seeing Fergus.
Yes, and then they left and taking Fergus with them.
Yep.
So
that makes sense. That's one of the potential issues that you get with creating certain things with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also got to talk about the major big news coming out of Level Up.
That's right.
And at Level Up, Vivzy and Spindlehorse team presented a video starring Brandon Rogers and who was the other one?
I don't know the names of these people.
I'm
really bad at this.
I know who it is. I just need to think really quick.
Yeah, he's not looking it up right now. He's just thinking really hard. His eyes are closed. They're scrunched up.
Erica Henningsen.
Erica Henningsen.
So it was a video with Brendan Rogers and Erica Henningsen, basically explaining that what is it? Oh yeah, Prime has since bought the distribution rights for Helluva Boss, and he said that seasons 3 and 4, and presumably 2 and 1, will now be released exclusively on Prime.
That's right. But worry not, fans. It is stated that they will still be released to YouTube only a month after, maybe potentially a month, maybe a little bit longer, but eventually they will be released to YouTube as well.
Yes, and we will see some crossover hijinks. So explain to me, why are you against that, Claire Summer?
I feel like it's been very clear in previous episodes that I simply just don't want the two shows to mix. I just don't. I just feel like they're different vibes. I don't think that they should cross over. But that's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. Crossover is going to happen. Oh well.
Okay. And so how do you think the crossover will be?
I don't know.
Do you think they'll do the Green Wedding?
Probably not. That seems really out of left field.
Where Lucifer
for them to
is
be like Lucifer's like, actually, I know that you're with Vaggie and you're dating her, but how about you marry this guy? Seems really weird.
No, Leviathan did that.
Oh, Leviathan?
Yeah.
So Leviathan can just make Charlie marry his son?
Well, yeah. It was an arranged marriage, I believe.
But her own father would have to be in on that arrangement.
Maybe, yeah. I don't have the details of it. I don't know that side. I only know half of it, like the Helluva Boss side. So
okay,
we need to look more into that.
I'm pretty sure that you cannot arrange a marriage with someone like through them. Like I guess somebody could be like, yeah, actually, I'd like my marriage to be arranged, but that doesn't make any sense because Charlie is in love with Vaggie. So why would she be like, yes, Leviathan, let us arrange a marriage between me and your son?
Yeah, it might
I
have
feel
been
like
done before.
somebody else would have to be involved in that.
I think it might have been before she met Vaggie.
Oh, okay.
Because they were dating when she was in high school.
Yes, but that's in the non-canon. It makes no sense now.
They can still add that in.
Oh, sure. Let's add in, actually, sorry, honey, I forgot that millions of years ago I made a arrangement with Leviathan to have you marry his son.
That's actually kind of funny. I think I can see that happening, actually.
It's really stupid.
Lucifer is the type of guy who would be like, oh, actually, I kind of forgot to tell you.
That's really stupid. That's absolutely ridiculous. And it will not be... There's no way. That sounds like something that's like a mini episode, stupid plot. There is no way that they're having the entire plot of the Green Wedding.
Okay.
For that.
Okay. I think what happened is that Charlie visited Leviathan in Hellantis, and Leviathan proposed to her, and I think she accepted out of like awkwardness.
Okay.
And at the day of the wedding, Leviathan realized, oh, she doesn't like me like that.
Okay.
And he was like, no, I refuse to marry her.
That's really stupid.
Why?
That's ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous?
What do you
It's
mean
true
that's ridiculous?
love.
It is not true love, because she doesn't love him.
Have you seen the video?
What video?
The video that they did the announcement
Oh,
with?
yeah, I saw that.
How is it?
Fine.
Okay, we will do a reaction video.
Sure. Okay, have you seen it?
I have, but we can do a
Okay,
reaction.
so we'll do a pretend reaction. We'll pretend like neither of us have seen it.
Whoa! Who are these characters?
Oh my gosh!
Who are these characters?
What's going on?
Who's that guy?
Are we just gonna have the audio playing out willy-nilly?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for the quality, you guys.
Okay, it's on the official Prime Video. It's on the official Prime Video YouTube channel.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, it is. Hello there, everyone. It's me.
We're not gonna get
Charlotte
copywritten for
Morningstar,
this, right?
founder of the Hazbin.
What? No, it's fair use because we're commenting.
Oh,
over
okay,
it.
sure. All right.
Oh, so we're not showing it, it's just audio.
Okay, fine. Well, I don't know. These audio people, they be snatching things.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hotel, which is totally going amazing, by the way. Thank you so much for asking.
A lot of people
Wow,
are
great.
screen shotting this and being all like, verbal ace coded.
That's just.
Oh, verbal
oh my
ace.
God.
Oh, somebody call
my
verbal
God.
ace.
Somebody. Oh my gosh.
Like
Show
everyone.
this to him. It's ridiculous.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Crying.
I think he's
probably.
a congressman from Virginia.
I don't think so. Surely not.
Anyway, I'm sure you are all aware of the amazing news that we have been greenlit for seasons 3 and 4.
Whoa!
Oh, they said that.
3 and 4.
Actually, it's 3 and 4. This is
That's
fine.
right, because her fingers are.
I like how she did her entire hand because she only has 4 fingers.
She only has 4 fingers, which you know, super great. We love that about her. I mean, so far, really great animation for this promo.
They were like,
pause production on season 2. Let's get everyone on this thing.
yeah, pause production on season 2 and pause production on season 3 of Helluva Boss. We need everyone on this.
We need everyone on this.
We need
on
all
this
hands
promo.
on decks.
We need the smoothest animation for this.
Yep, they don't fool around.
They ain't messing around at Amazon/Spindlehorse A24.
Hazbin Hotel.
Oh, Johnny! Oh, he's from the other one.
That's the guy in the Boss show.
That's the guy from the Blitz show.
Whoa!
Hi. Hello. Are you okay, Mr.
Blitz. The O is silent. So what's all?
He's
So-
so small. What?
So is this going to be like canon? This is how they officially meet?
Probably not. That'd be really weird. For them to be like, hey guys, remember how we met in that promo for our TV show? Staring straight at the camera view.
Like they break the
at the
fourth
audience.
wall, like
they break
it's-
the fourth wall.
Like
yeah.
it's Family Guy or something?
Exactly. So probably not. That's probably not.
Oh, well.
What's all this about, huh? I'm so good. I'm exactly like Mr. Rogers.
You're terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into your neighborhood, Mr. Rogers.
Hold on to your little titties, because I'm here to announce that Helluva Boss is coming to Prime Video.
What? Impossible! Impossible! They're coming to Prime Video.
I can't believe this. Charlie looks so happy. She's like, yay!
Look at her giant mouth. Like
Yeah.
her face is like 50% mouth.
Wide. There's no chin. It's just mouth.
Clara,
What?
front-facing Blitz can't hurt me. Front-facing Blitz.
Front-facing Blitz.
So, like, now that they have Prime backing, do you think that they'll be able to release the seasons more faster?
I don't know. I really don't.
I think they'll release it on a week schedule instead of like a month to every other month.
I mean, they could just release it all at once.
I don't
do that
I don't think
too.
I don't think Prime does that. I think only Netflix does that now.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Netflix is the only one that does that.
Lame.
Because that's what they did for
Then maybe
Hazbin
weekly.
Hotel, yeah.
Well, I don't remember. Okay, I'm stupid.
No, we can't do that.
On YouTube, so you thought the Hash Brown Motel was the only hell show?
The Hash Brown Motel.
You got the Hash Brown Hotel?
You thought the Hash Brown Motel was the only show on this? That's good.
You thought the
like
Hash
that.
Brown Hotel?
Brendan's so funny.
I was horny for? No! They wanted all this.
Oh, they have the sound effects.
Wow, that is so great.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations. How does that...
The sound
Oh, okay,
effects
great.
are super important. What?
Yeah, that's so great guy I just met.
Oh my gosh!
Do you
Well,
think
she's so happy for everyone around her.
Do you think Blitz knows that she's the princess of all of hell?
Maybe. I don't know if he cares.
Yeah. Since he's all buddy-buddy with the Ars Goetia, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I
Well,
guess...
he's not really buddy-buddy with the Ars Goetia. He's just with Stolas.
Okay.
So I don't really think he knows the interconnecting of higher society.
Of the Morningstar family?
Well, he might. I mean, well, that's the thing. How much is Charlie like, I'm the princess of hell? But he probably knows.
Okay. Seems to be a bit loosey-goosey with it, though.
Well, he's just like that, you know.
Listen up, Chucklebucks. Prime Video's teaming up with
I think this is where they give, like, the animators a break.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Spindle Horse. Ooh, that is a good name. To support the making of Helluva
Oh,
Boss's
so,
remaining
pause it.
season. Now,
I feel like that like, ooh, that's a cool name is like a little bit of like a hint at Blitz's connection to Spindle Horse.
Well, in the non-canon, Blitz had a horse named Spindle.
Yeah, I see,
Which,
exactly.
I don't know if they're hinting that they might bring that character in.
Possible.
Let's see.
talking full fucking episodes, full seasons, the whole show.
What did they do with that guy?
Oh, the best part-
Who?
Prime
With,
Video's
Masago?
teaming
Oh.
up with Spindle Horse. Ooh, that is a good name. To support the making of Helluva Boss's remaining seasons. Now, I'm talking full fucking episodes.
What is it?
Well,
More
that's
of this?
More of this.
That's
yeah,
Stolas.
that's Stolas.
That's Steve.
Millie and Moxie.
More of this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Masago.
Vasago just like hanging out.
And
yeah.
these guys.
And the team, the crew.
The whole shot bang. And, oh, the best part is, full creative control remains entirely with this bitch who, I guess she made everything here.
That's supposed to be Vivzy.
Hooray.
Does she still have that scene hair? I don't think she
I
does.
don't know, but, you know, it is funny to have it in there.
Yes. Mrs. Pop, please get me on the writer's room.
She
I have
likely
ideas.
will not.
I have ideas.
That probably won't happen.
She's in charge.
Not a bitch. Really love her.
Then, after a little bit more than a month or so of being on Prime Video first, the show will release in its entirety, as it always has, on YouTube.
Boo!
Hooray!
Boo!
Hooray!
And the best part is, now we get to fuck around with you guys from time to time.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
around the-
Hello, crossover shenanigans.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Crossover shenanigans.
Ugh.
Mrs. Pop, get me in the writer's room. I got ideas.
He doesn't.
I do. I got ideas. Like, what if Blitz and Charlie hung out?
Stupid idea.
No, what? How is that a stupid idea?
Really bad.
It's a good idea.
Who knows?
Well, let's see here. You know an ankle dust, or an...
Whoa! Okay. I get...
So,
An angle dust.
I thought he said ankle dust.
No, he said angle.
Okay, so the point of Bridge seems to be,
Potentially,
dust.
yes, potentially.
or that's what their hopes are.
Perhaps there will be some angel dust involved in this.
Okay, and this. Okay, I have an idea. This is
Yeah?
an idea.
What's your
This is
idea?
why you can. This is why I should be in the writers' room.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have this one for free. This one's on the house. Angel Dust goes to IMP, right? And Blitz is like, oh my gosh, that's famous gay porn star Angel Dust. I love him. And then he's all like fanboying all over him. And he's like, can you please sign my box DVD set of all your pornography?
Okay.
And then that's how you do it.
And that's it? Where does that go from there?
And
why is Angel Dust at IMP?
why is Angel Dust at IMP? I don't know. Maybe he needs something.
Like what? To kill someone? Who?
Valentino, maybe?
No, they kill humans.
Maybe he'll try to convince him by using his star power, maybe.
By using his star power to kill one of the V's.
We'll have one of the imps kill one of the V's.
To have one of the imps kill an overlord of hell. I don't know.
That's it's called having high stakes.
Make it make sense. Nathaniel.
It's having high stakes.
Make it make sense.
Well, he's being abused, so that he has motivation to have him killed. So.
And by just hiring some random imps?
Yeah, not just random imps. IMP.
Oh my gosh.
And so now we have high stakes.
They murder humans. So
they have high stakes.
Do they even have anything that could kill an overlord?
Doesn't angelic bullets do that?
Yeah, but they don't actually have an angelic gun, I don't think. Not anymore. That was like a one episode thing.
No, maybe they can get another one.
Okay, whatever.
See, now we have an episode now.
No.
Them getting an angelic thing.
We don't.
See, Clara? I got ideas.
Sure, whatever.
See?
They don't give everything away. We get it.
You're a fucking fun sucker. Do you know that? I'm a giver, bitch. I'm giving.
Yeah.
And,
Hip thrust. Squeak sound.
I'm the gay one.
He's pansexual, actually, so...
Yeah, I'm pansexual.
Can you stop that? It's really getting on my nerves.
What? So, Charlie seems to be taking a lot of this in stride.
Oh, yeah, she's really handling it very well.
And she's not saying, do you know who I am?
Well, she never says that. Why would she ever say that?
I am Charlieford Morningstar.
Charlieford?
Yeah,
that's not her name.
I'm Charlieford Morningstar.
That's not her name.
And I am the princess of HE double hockey sticks.
She's never once ever acted like that. So I don't know why you think she would.
Love that about you, Blitz, really do. But you have to give them something to be surprised by. That's what makes the wait so worth it. Because, as we all know,
Animation takes a long time.
So animation takes a long time.
It sure does.
Yep.
Takes years, even.
Yeah, actually, even non-animation takes a long time nowadays. You know, Wednesday Season 2 took 3 years to make?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't really... The new thing is kind of not... They don't really take account for the child actors, because now Pugly looks like he's like 18.
Yeah.
And
Well.
Wednesday looks like she graduated from college.
Yeah. Well.
And Wednesday looks like she's 22 years old.
Well, that's what happens sometimes with things like these.
Like in Stranger Things Season 5, it's supposed to come out sometime this year. And the last season came out 3 years ago.
Oh.
And
wow.
now everyone is like
People have changed.
Now everyone's in their early to mid 20s, and they're still pretending to be 12-year-olds.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like I see Millie Bobby Brown, and she's like 20. She's 21, and she's like, "There's no way you're 11, 12 years old."
Makeup is amazing.
Okay, and I like how they have Finn Wolfhard have the same bowl cut haircut.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think he kind of grew out of that.
It's necessary.
Anyway, we cannot wait to share more of the Helluverse with you all. We
Hooray!
hope you'll enjoy more seasons of Helluva Boss
It has been hotel.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
What's
They
with
said each other's names for the TV shows. Oh my gosh.
What's with these Vine booms?
I don't know.
Hell of a bus! Boom! Hazbin Hotel!
I don't know.
And then
For
they're
emphasis.
and they go, bruh. 21, LeBron James, that kind of deal.
Okay.
Prime Video. Thank you all so much for getting us here. Really, we could not have done this without you.
Gonna cry?
Gonna cry.
Let's hear it big.
We acted really nicely.
Fuck waiting. Look, we got Moxie and we got Millie.
Yeah, Millie!
Solis and whoever the fuck this guy is.
So big, so large. Who was that guy?
Oh, we're all the same. We're all
The cat!
Oh, we're family now. Plus, we got the freaking
And Fizzaroli.
everyone's into.
Box's face.
Doesn't do well on camera.
Great ending.
Alright, bye.
Bam, bam.
Hello, boss. Coming soon. I will like and
Boy,
subscribe.
how
Planet Video.
exciting.
I will subscribe to your YouTube channel.
I'm
Prime.
so excited. I've never been more excited.
And the top comment is Blitz saying, "Oh, we are family now," while pulling Fizz out of the portal is actually the cutest thing ever. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Super nice, super good, super sweet.
so yeah, I got ideas, Miss Madrano.
What?
Lucifer.
Sure.
So what? We were talking about the non-canon of the Lucifer.
We were indeed.
So-
Now, did we? Is this like the makeup thing, or did
makeup?
we get past that part?
We passed it. I mean,
We passed it already, right?
We finished talking about like his allies, and now we're talking about like his enemies.
Okay, all right. Is it hopefully will this be our last Lucifer episode? Because I feel like this is episode 5 of Lucifer.
Yeah, I think hopefully we will.
Okay.
We did spend a lot of time on that level up thing
Yeah. So let's
and
speed through
arguing
this.
about AI.
Well, we have differing opinions, and you know what, guys? That's okay. It's okay to have different opinions on things.
Yes.
You can still get along with the person that you have differing opinions on.
Yes, on certain things.
On certain things, yeah.
Yes. Let's talk about 40. You know 40, right?
No.
So he despised Lucifer with a burning intensity, fueled with the belief that his betrayal of God and heaven was unforgivable. This hatred deepened when the king indirectly caused the deaths of 40's brothers
Oh.
by unleashing Satan upon heaven, determined to erase both Lucifer and Satan from existence.
Dang.
40 saw them not only as the enemies of heaven, but as existential threats to the universe itself. In turn, Lucifer reviewed 40 with bitter contempt, deriding him as a quote-unquote lapdog,
Ooh.
chained to divine obedience. Yet, despite their loathing, there was a grudging mutual respect. Each recognized the other as a rival of immense strength. 40 was one of the few beings who made Lucifer hesitate in his grand rebellion against God. The sheer power 40 wielded as a former Prince of Heaven was undeniable.
Ooh.
Although 40 considered Lucifer weak in certain ways, he couldn't afford to underestimate him, especially given the possibility that Lucifer might succeed in his war. 40 vowed that if Charlie and her allies failed to drop the King of Hell, he would intervene himself, driven by fierce responsibility to protect the universe from unraveling. In the storyline, We Can Be Heroes, 40 returned after an 8-year absence, having been poisoned by Satan. He joined the crew of the Hazbin Hotel to help rescue Charlie from Satan's grasp, setting the stage for a brutal confrontation with Lucifer. During their battle, Lucifer taunted 40 over the death of Millicent, whoever that is,
Yeah, somebody important.
dismissing 40's claim that he had been poisoned and manipulated by Satan. 40 swore to destroy Satan next, once he finished with Lucifer. The two clashed fiercely. 40 wielded a reforged Excalibur, because why not? While Lucifer summoned an angelic weapon of his own.
Yes.
Though evenly matched at first, 40 began to falter, his strength drained by the lingering poison and wounds from the fight, including the loss of one of his wings. With 40 weakened and barely able to hold his sword, Lucifer abandoned him, confident the corruption would finish what he started. To deny Satan that victory, 40 chose to end his own life with Excalibur.
No!
Lucifer watched without emotion as the archangel took his final act of defiance.
Excalibur.
I think that's kind of stupid. Why would they have Excalibur?
A little bit.
So do you think we'll see 40 in the canon?
Probably not.
What? Why?
I don't know. He seems like a non-canon person.
I think it would be fun to have like Lucifer have like a rival. Like an old rival from during his heaven days.
Maybe, but it might not be 40.
Who do you think would be Michael?
Maybe. A more known angel, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Castiel.
like Metatron?
Yeah, Metatron! Get Metatron in here!
So, let's talk about Fergus.
Yeah, let's talk about Fergus.
At the time, he was called Coatl, right?
Ah.
Or is it Coatl? Oh, whatever. Stood among his most powerful and proud warriors. Now, as captain of the guard, Fergus claimed to have loyalty carried out every command from Lucifer, even risking his life to defend heaven's gates and its divine sovereignty. But their bond shattered when Lucifer unveiled his plan to seize heaven and the universe, under the pretense of building a quote-unquote better world.
Whoa.
Though hesitant to betray all he once believed in, Fergus was emotionally manipulated by Lucifer, who invoked the recent death of Fergus's son. The fallen Morningstar warned that if Fergus remained loyal to God, he and everyone he loved would share that same fate. Racked with grief and doubt, Fergus gave in, and he and his family pledged themselves to Lucifer's secret rebellion.
Oh no.
With deep reluctance and a heavy heart, Fergus helped slaughter Lucifer's brothers and fought in the devastating war in heaven.
Oh.
When the rebellion failed, Fergus was cast out alongside his master and the other traitors. Stripped of his divine form and much of his power, Fergus still remained fiercely loyal to Lucifer, willing to even die for him. But Lucifer gradually lost interest in his former guard, favoring newer, stronger demons. Eventually, Lucifer saw Fergus as nothing more than dead weight, and in an effort to dispose of him, Lucifer had Fergus thrown into a gladiatorial death tournament meant to determine his next top lieutenant. The contest was rigged to ensure Fergus wouldn't survive, but by sheer luck, he won.
That's because Fergus is the best.
Lucifer was furious. He felt cheated out of grooming a more powerful second-in-command. 2 weeks after Fergus's victory, Lucifer had him abducted and dragged to his castle. There he subjected him to a month of brutal torture,
Dang.
ripping off his left arm and putting him through a severe psychological torment. Yet he didn't kill Fergus. What a good guy.
Of course not.
He's a good guy.
No.
What do you mean no?
He psychologically tortured him.
Well, he didn't. Well,
he maimed him.
yeah, he maimed him in Smash.
No, maim.
Oh.
You know what I said.
Yeah, he went to Maine.
No, don't start with me.
So soon after, Fergus learned. Oh wait, no. Yeah, So instead, Lucifer left him alive, broken and terrified, as a warning to others. Soon after, Fergus learned that his entire family had been murdered and his home destroyed.
God.
Another act of revenge for defying Lucifer's expectations. Supposedly tied to a stunt Fergus had pulled involving an axe and a force field. So in the billion years that followed, Fergus spiraled into a deep despair, haunted by the horrors he had committed and the loss of his loved ones. He turned to alcohol to numb the pain, which sapped what little strength he had left. Nightmares plagued him, vivid echoes of torment Lucifer had inflicted. His PTSD made him volatile, especially when faced with reminders of his past. Oh no, the void must avoid him. Right, Clara?
Yeah.
Or else he'll live that like 5 million times.
Get turned into a shadow.
A shadow. Spoilers for the Thunderbolts.
Spoilers for the Thunderbolts.
Is that really a spoiler? It's more of a
I
thing
didn't
that
see it in the
happened.
trailer.
It's
So
more of
yeah, a little bit of a spoiler.
I mean, we know the villain was going to be him, and we know his powers.
Well, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, but the whole them turning into shadows, that was in the trailer.
I didn't see that.
Okay, let's watch the trailer.
No, we are not watching the Thunderbolt trailer right now. We were focusing on Lucifer.
Oh, okay, upon seeing a portrait with Lucifer with Charlie and Lilith, Fergus broke down, angrily demanding that Charlie never speak her father's name again, and insisting she destroy the photo. Although Alistair coerced him into joining Charlie's cause.
Yeah.
Fergus lacked the hope and courage to face Lucifer directly. Now, after a millennia apart, Fergus and Lucifer came face to face again in Purgatory.
Yes.
Now, Lucifer was delighted by what Fergus had become, a broken, drunken shell of his former self.
Oh, how lovely. I'm so delighted by that.
More than anything.
More than anything, I'm grateful you're a broken drunk more than anything.
And then Charlie is like, I forgive you. So, yeah, he realized the chance to torment him further, though.
Of course.
He relished the forcing him to relive the war in heaven and even letting Vox torture him.
Dang.
When Fergus attempted to protect Charlie, Lucifer punished him by severing his right hand. 8 years later, their paths crossed again once more. Lucifer, full of scorn, mockingly called him Coatal. Fergus, helpless, could only watch as Charlie teetered on the edge of corruption at Satan's hand.
No.
So, yeah. Let's talk about Vaggie.
Let's discuss Vaggie.
So, Vaggie holds a deep resentment toward Lucifer, largely because of the toxic grip he maintains over Charlie's life.
Of course.
Now, in the canon, Vaggie's all like, maybe you should talk to your dad. And then Charlie's like, no! And then Vaggie's like,
it can't be that bad.
you can't be that bad. And then Charlie's like, okay. And then Lucifer's like, take that, depression. And then he's like, more than anything. And then everything's good.
And then they hug and everything's okay.
Everything's
He's
great.
like, now you proved it, and now I know it. That's how that song goes, right?
He goes, no, you proved it. Now I know it. Oh, yeah. Give me an F. Give me an R. Give me an A. Give me
Frap?
a P.
Frap?
Frap. I want a frap.
A frap? A frappe?
A frappuccino.
A frappuccino?
Yeah. Dunkachino. So, we were talking about Vaggie, right?
Yeah, she has a deep-set resentment.
So she actively urges Charlie to cut ties with him, believing that his influence is holding her back and warping her sense of reality. Their romantic relationship, which they kept hidden from Lucifer, suggests a fear that he would disapprove of Vaggie. Not just because she's a sinner, I guess.
In this version.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of suggested in the canon that she's a winner, and then she fell.
In the canon, she's literally an angel.
Yeah, because she's a winter angel, right? Yeah.
Or she's just an angel.
But she's from the Salvadorian part of heaven, I guess.
I don't know how the angels work. Nathaniel?
Okay. I think the cat wants to leave. So, yeah. Ironically, Lucifer wasn't fooled, and he quickly realized that Vaggie was a fallen winner and never truly accepted her. You like girls too?
Yes.
I do too. We have so much in common.
She was actually a fallen winner.
And she has the chicken dinner.
Whoa.
Are they winners? Are they sinners?
Keep going.
We're going. Oh yeah.
We only have so much time.
Oh yeah. So not because of her past, but because she kept trying to pull Charlie down to earth, reminding her that life isn't a fantasy. Lucifer, ever theatrical, insisted that life is a musical, and hated Charlie for trying to convince Charlie otherwise.
Hated
Vaggie, yeah.
For trying to convince Charlie otherwise.
Yeah. In the Fallen Angel storyline, Lucifer captured Vaggie and her team, delighting and tormenting them during their imprisonment. At one point, what?
No, there's just a lot of delight in torment. happening.
Yeah, she's very happy.
There's a lot of people who are delighting in the torment of others, and
Mostly Lucifer.
mostly Lucifer. But I feel like we've discussed some other people who very much delight in torturing and tormenting.
Like Charlie.
No.
Oh. So, at one point he coldly threatened to slit Vaggy's throat if Fergus didn't stop provoking him.
Brutal.
He took twisted pleasure in watching Vaggy suffer using psychological torment such as much as physical threats during his interrogations. When Vaggy defiantly told him that he would never succeed so long as Charlie stayed away from him, Lucifer responded with a cruel smirk, saying that he couldn't wait to watch her hope turn into utter despair.
Brutal.
Wow, what a butthole.
This is how I feel like it's going down, right? He's like, I'm gonna cut off your tongue. Actually, if you don't do this thing right now, I'm gonna kill Fergus. I'm gonna rip out your bones.
Like he's Bonesaw?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna rip out your bones!
He's going back and forth. If you do this again, I'm gonna make sure Charlie explodes or something, I don't know.
This Sunday, and WrestleMania.
Whoa!
I'm gonna rip out your tongue, and then I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm gonna crush your bones.
This month in WrestleMania.
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania. Okay.
Yeah. So, I lost my spot.
Wow, nice job, Nathaniel. You're so good at this.
I am great at this.
Reading your quote-unquote script.
It is a script.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you think about Lucifer so far?
Well, yeah, no. I mean, non-canon Lucifer, he's really mean.
Like, I don't think Vaggy would I think she's a lot more receptive to Lucifer in the canon.
Well, yeah, because he's not a horrible person in the non-canon.
He's just a guy.
So far as we can tell, just the ruler of hell, guys. It's a little old me.
Yeah.
Did you find your spot? We were talking about Vaggy.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Vaggy. Let's talk about death.
Sure, death itself.
So
the embodiment of.
Yeah. So yeah, in the geez, Louise.
What happened?
I lost my spot again.
Again? So in the non-canon, obviously.
So we have the Grim Reaper. Do you think we'll see the Grim Reaper?
Good, the Grim Reaper.
Do you think we'll see the Green Reaper in the canon?
No, we haven't seen any inkling of the Green Reaper as far as I can tell. So probably not.
I think it would be pretty fun. Even though I think it would be kind of maybe it might be a bit overstuffing it a bit.
Yeah, I don't think that's something we're gonna see.
Why do you think so?
We're just gonna bring death in. We're gonna bring in the embodiment of death.
Yeah, it's cool.
No.
So the animosity between Death and Lucifer is legendary. Born from Lucifer's ambition to create a universe where death doesn't exist and his all-consuming narcissism. Death despises Lucifer with a deep personal venom and has openly vowed to end his life.
Okay. Death is like, oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
When Death tells you he's gonna kill you, ooh, that's not good. Or she, I don't know.
But there's one. It's a guy.
Okay.
But there's one catch. Only God has the authority to decide when Lucifer dies.
Yes.
Rendering Death powerless to act on his intentions. Lucifer, ever the sadist, revels in this irony, and takes great pleasure in tormenting Death over it. One particularly cruel example is a large portrait that hangs in Lucifer's castle. It shows him and Death shaking hands, both wearing twisted, sinister grins, but while Lucifer beams with a smug satisfaction, Death's expression is tight and bitter. The image serves as a mocking symbol of Death's futility. A constant visual jab that, despite all his power, he still can't lay a finger on Lucifer.
Lucifer's intense, y'all.
Yeah. Let's talk about Beelzebub.
Sure.
You like Beelzebub, right?
I haven't seen much of Beelzebub, to be honest.
I know that they're recasting her.
Yes.
What do you think about the new actors?
I haven't seen them.
So, Lucifer and Beelzebub maintain a tense and uneasy alliance built on mutual distrust
Yeah.
and long-standing resentment. Now, Beelzebub has never forgiven Lucifer for being chosen as Satan's top servant, a position she believed should have been hers. Although their rivalry was mostly stayed under the radar, the bitterness between them is palpable. Still, Lucifer has allowed Beelzebub to remain ruler of the gluttony ring, a decision likely rooted more than pragmatism than respect. So their shared history includes moments of reluctant cooperation, particularly when aligning with the other sins to pursue mutual goals. These brief alliances suggest that while they don't like each other, they understand the strategic value of collaboration. In a recent gathering of the 7 deadly sins, tensions flared when Beelzebub made a snide remark about Lucifer's attachment to Charlie.
His daughter?
Yeah. Lucifer quickly shut her down, reminding her coldly and publicly of the importance of respect.
Yeah.
And Lucifer shows the utmost respect
That's
to
right.
everyone.
Respect shown, respect deserved.
Right. So the exchange served as a sharp reminder as that their fragile alliance could unravel at any moment. So it looks like Beelzebub does not like Lucifer either.
Okay,
So
that seems accurate.
okay, Leviathan. But not the Leviathan we know, it's the original non-canon Leviathan.
That's right. The original L-Man.
Right. So Lucifer and Leviathan were once close allies, both original founders of the 7 deadly sins, and longtime partners in Hell's early hierarchy. Their relationship, however, was never one of true friendship. It was transactional, marked by Lucifer's typical arrogance and superiority.
Of course.
He often treated Leviathan with casual contempt, mocking him to his face. On one occasion, he even told the King of Envy that Charlie despised him, and he was proud of her for it.
Nice.
Despite this, there was a degree of mutual respect, especially when it came to family. Leviathan's son, Saviathan, had become one of Charlie's closest childhood friends, and even dated her during their time at Hell School.
That's right, Hell School. The school that everyone goes to in Hell.
Yeah, Vivzy, let's make a spin-off called Hell School.
My favorite school, Hell School.
Hey, we could go to Hell School. Oh, Dad, I got Hell School.
I love Hell School.
I got Hell homework in the Hell morning.
I have to get my Hell toast, and oh shoot, I forgot my Hell textbook.
Not my Hell School textbook.
What am I gonna do?
I need my Hell #2 pencil.
Where's my Hell uniform?
So, yeah, Vivzy, I got ideas. We gotta get... I would love to be in the writer's
His ideas
room.
are lame.
The Hell School.
No.
New spin-off idea. Prequel.
This is like this.
Hell
this
School.
It sounds like a little mini episode thing.
When they get like hot,
Like
they eat bad
a little
blowfish.
5-minute episode, like a fish hook situation.
Like when they eat bad fish and they hallucinate that they're in Hell School or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the Hell School. Lucifer not only tolerated the relationship, but openly agreed that Saviathan was a fitting match for his daughter, suggesting a rare show of approval toward Leviathan's lineage. Things shifted drastically after Leviathan's betrayal, though. Leviathan plotted to usurp Lucifer's throne.
Gasp!
And Lucifer had always known and never bothered to intervene, confident that Leviathan would fail. And when he did, Lucifer's response was anything but restrained. In a fit of rage, he destroyed Leviathan's throne and defaced his legacy, showing no grief or nostalgia for the death of a supposed ally. Whatever affection or loyalty may have once existed was obliterated by the betrayal, revealing what Lucifer's pride left no room for forgiveness, even for an old comrade.
That seems to be the through line in terms of Lucifer's relationships with people.
Right. Let's talk about Blitz.
Sure. Let's talk about Lucifer's connection with Blitz.
Yeah. You like Blitz, right?
Sure. I enjoy The Imp Man.
Okay. So, after returning from Purgatory, Lucifer learned of the chaos IMP had stirred up on Earth, including a major slip-up where they were caught on camera by a paranormal agency, Dorks.
Right,
Furious
Dorks.
that such recklessness might expose the existence of hell to the living world, even though we kind of already knew that. What's the deal, Clara?
What?
We kind of already know hell's a thing.
Well, I mean, some people don't know for sure.
I think what he means is that the existence, like 100%, hell is a 1000% real place, physical place. Is that what he's on about?
Yes.
And not just the concept or the idea of hell.
That's what he's on about.
Yeah. So, that happened in the canon, right?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Well, Dorks is a thing in the canon. And they definitely caught Stolas and Blitz and the other people on camera. And we see in the later episodes when they get help through the cherubs that are stuck on Earth. We see that they use the surveillance footage in order to get funding for their stuff to get a portal into hell so that they could send the cherubs through to try and, kill people, demons, I guess, million. They sent them in to try to do things in there, which they were very unsuccessful.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Well, it happened. That's how that episode went. I don't remember which episode it was.
Right.
Apology Tour?
Was that Apology Tour?
It might have been. It might have not been. I don't remember.
I thought Apology Tour is mostly Blitz just being sad.
Yeah, that was the thing. I couldn't remember if it was like Apology Tour where most of it was Blitz going off and like being sad, and then like some of it was we cut back to the cherubs fighting Millie and Moxie and Luna.
Oh.
But I don't remember.
And then Blitz
it might not have been that episode.
Yeah. And Blitz is like, this is such a funny comedy.
If you're listening and you know what episode it is, please comment.
Yeah.
I need to know what episode.
I like the part where he's like, this is a
remember.
comedy.
Yeah. Well, things happen.
I played by Brandon
Let's
Rogers.
talk about the relationship.
Yeah, so Lucifer decided Blitz and his crew needed to pay.
Yes.
But he wanted their punishment to be slow and agonizing. Now, to begin, he dispatched his enforcers, Corey and Peel, to capture Blitz. When the imp was brought before him, Lucifer offered a twisted deal. If IMP assassinated the entire Hazbin Hotel crew, Charlie excluded, he would pardon all of their crimes. Blitz tried to lie, claiming he left IMP, but Lucifer wasn't buying it. The King of Hell then escalated things, threatening to imprison his entire crew, have Stolas executed for aiding IMP, and in a cruel act of retaliation for Blitz insulting his wife Lilith, threatened to throw Octavia, Stolas' daughter, into one of Hell's most brutal prisons.
Dang.
What a good guy.
No. Clearly not in the non-canon.
Yeah. Pushed to the edge, Blitz lashed out and rushed Lucifer with a knife, but Lucifer effortlessly neutralized him with a single gesture, giving Corey and Peel the green light to beat him down. Despite knowing this mission was clearly a death sentence in disguise, Blitz had no real choice. Lucifer made his intentions unmistakable by assembling a task force made up of IMP's former enemies and appointing Stryker, someone Blitz loathed, as the personal enforcer to watch his every move. Before they went off, Lucifer forced Blitz to sign a soul-binding contract. Any attempt to flee the mission would result in Blitz being completely erased from existence. Oof. Throughout the operation, Lucifer made it abundantly clear if IMP failed or tried to cross him, he would kill them all without hesitation. And this is all in the Green Wedding storyline.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go into much more detail in that. So, yeah. And that's it. We're done with Lucifer.
Hooray!
So what do you think about all this? All these people and all these interactions with Lucifer?
Honestly, it's a lot of information. I really don't even remember how the beginning of this, I don't even remember how the Lucifer stuff started.
I think it's all like, this person, Lucifer tortured him, and no one likes him.
Yes,
and now he hates him.
Yes.
And that's like
it's
that.
It's literally just that, all the way down. It's like Lucifer was friendly, but technically didn't like this guy.
So we tortured him
So
forever.
we tortured him and delighted in his torture.
That was it. And they did it for a copy paste. So yeah, that's the story of Lucifer. Do you prefer the non-canon Lucifer or the canon Lucifer?
I prefer the canon Lucifer, of course.
Because he's
why in
nicer?
the world? Yes. Why in the world would I prefer the non-canon Lucifer?
Yeah.
He's literally like one of the worst ever.
No, I do think that the reconciliation between Lucifer and Charlie is a lot more earned in the non-canon.
Yeah,
as opposed to
I'd
canon.
agree with you on that. It would have been nice if we had been able to have a little bit more time for that reconciliation to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just a thing that I've noticed in Vivzi's works, where reconciliation happens really quickly.
That's why I should be in the writer's room.
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah, Vivzi, you do your thing. But yeah, I've been Nathaniel Avila.
And I've been Clara Avila.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to a Vision podcast, home of wacky talkies, The Kingdom, Evil Exists, and many more.